Hello, everyone. It's Monday, June 16th, 007 Wall Street here. Welcome back to a daily market trade journal and daily market analysis. So, today I made about 450 today, trading the very limited time from 12 to 2. And here's what our analysis on Friday says. So, if you guys were, if you guys saw the Friday analysis where I said if we go above 6010, um, on ES, that means we're very bullish, right? So as you can see, Sunday open, we had a huge drop. They somewhat rolled the contracts on ES over here, and we kind of pushed up really high, right? So naturally, that continue. When the market is bullish, it gets very bullish. And then this morning, we had a bunch of signals in our room for X7. So I'll show you guys real quick. A screenshot. So for the people in the server, we had a bunch of X7 buy signals, which is also another very bullish um, signal, and that kind of also just kind of give us the heads up that hey, market is doing really bullish today. But for me, I mostly just sat on the sideline because I knew that today was contract rollover and there could be a lot of market manipulations. And when I'm talking about market manipulation, is these moves over here, these kind of like heartbeat type of moves where it's up, down, up, down, up, down. And these moves are designed to kind of blow up people's accounts. So a lot of these violent moves will get you messed up. But you have to also be able to see a bigger picture of things. Like it may look like a lot of violent moves, but realistically, um, it's actually on the downtrend there, right? You could also call it a bullish flag as well to a certain extent. So that's why if you're not sure where the market is going, we kind of rely on the signals to give us an idea. So 1040, we had our first triple sell signal, which is usually the best. And that was over here. That kind of marked the top in this range here. As you can see, we kind of went down from that. So if you shorted from that area, 6106, we went as low as 6088. It's about almost 20 point moves, 20 plus point move there. And then 1156, we had an X3 sell signal. So that was over here. And that kind of gave us the direction for the next hour or so that, potentially market makers is taking profit here. And we can see more downtrend. And then 1230, we had the market flipping bearish, which is kind of signaling that the overall trend of the market has flipped from bullish to bearish. So, as you can see from these sellers here, that naturally flipped the trend to bearish. So that kind of went down further. And then 120, we had our first buy signal, and that pushed the market up a little bit to here. So buy signal went from 6090 to 6100, which is a 10 point move. But realistically, on these signals, we're only looking for 5 point play there. For tomorrow, I think that as long as we are above the 1 minute MOB, we're pretty bullish. So here's what I think the market analysis for tomorrow is to watch out for to determine whether we're bullish or bearish. I will watch out for this 1 minute MOB here. This is kind of also like somewhat of a break of today's resistance to a certain extent. Also Friday's high. So I would say as long as we are above 6080, at any given point tomorrow, we're pretty bullish. But if we get under that, we can see a little bit more of a pullback to maybe the 5 minute MOB, maybe the 10 minute MOB at 60/60s. Um, could be even pull back to like 60/50s a little bit. 6,000s would be a nice pullback over here. If we could pull back that hard, I'm not sure if we could or not. It really depends on how things play out. But for overnight, I think as long as we're above 60/80, we're pretty bullish. We can keep grinding up. Under that, we can come back down a lot more. And there's reasons too. We have FOMC. So I don't really expect a lot to happen tomorrow with FOMC on Wednesday. But it'll be interesting to see. So I hope that helps. Good luck and have a great day, guys.